Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome your hosts for this evening, Matthew Roberts and Lisa Leyland.
Hello, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and a very warm welcome to you to the FIM Gala ceremony for 2013. After another season of blood, sweat, and tears, tonight is an opportunity for the world's very best motorcycle riders to sit back and enjoy the fruits of their labor in the luxurious surroundings here at the Sporting Club Monte-Carlo.
We have a room packed full of current and past world champions, and once again, Jake Miller is out there somewhere causing mischief, no doubt. Whereabouts are you, Jake?
Yes, thanks, Lisa. I'm out here on the floor with the rich, famous, and very beautiful. No, seriously, we've got 30 FIM world champions in the room, plus plenty of other big names for me to get my teeth into.
Oh, thanks, Jake. We'll look forward to that then. But first of all, to get us started tonight, please give a warm welcome to the FIM President, Mr. Vito Ippolito.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. It's with great delight and no less pride that I welcome you to the FIM Gala ceremony tonight, held for the second time in this wonderful venue that holds such a rich racing history. With another memorable season of motorcycle sports successfully completed, we are again gathered here together to celebrate and applaud our new returning champions. After the many hours, days, weeks, and months, and sometimes years of training, preparation, and cheers and work that have gone into making an FIM world champion, the moment has come at last when all those efforts are recognized by the presentation of the gold medal. The FIM Gala ceremony is the perfect stage on which to recognize and to reward our champions in front of the hundreds of two-wheel guests who join us in person here this evening and our global TV audience that share this special occasion with us. This year, alongside our individual winners, we welcome the champions of our Team World Championships for the first time. All represent the ethos and spirit of our sport and the contribution of our many national federations in upholding the tradition of these wonderful team competitions. Finally, I would like to acknowledge the work and commitment not only of our champions and our riders, but also of all the teams, federations, clubs, organizers, sponsors, supporters, and the many volunteers that make our sport possible throughout each season. Without you, there would be no racing, none of the entertainment, and no FIM World Champions. Those special individuals who are each adored by their many fans around the world and paint a smile on so many faces each weekend, thanks to their combination of skill and bravery. I would like to thank you for being here and being part of this special occasion, when together we can enjoy our shared and never-ending passion for motorcycling. Thank you very much indeed. Enjoy this night.
Thank you, Vito. Okay, let's get straight into the action tonight then, and the awards for the track racing season. There are 4 World Champions medals to be given out here for Ice Speedway Gladiators, Long Track, Speedway Under 21, and Speedway.
Here to present them and receive his own award as an FIM legend, he is a former Speedway rider who took part in his first World Final in 1954 and won the World Championship 5 times. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Ove Fundin.
Just here is fun. Thanks.
Just a picture.
Congratulations, Ove. Many congratulations, an FIM legend at last. I suppose the beauty of Speedway, though, Ove, is that even from your day to now, even though technology has moved on, Speedway itself is very much the same.
It is still the same, more or less. They may have more horsepower these days, but it's still the same. You go there with a powerful engine, you've got no brakes, and you only turn left.
And you enjoy watching it as much as you enjoyed doing it?
I'm afraid I don't watch it as much as I would like to, but I still enjoy it very much, because after all, I spent, 20 years or something riding.
Yeah. Okay, fantastic. Give them a round of applause, please. Ove Fundin. Ove, I think you're going to stay with us now to present the awards. Thank you.
Okay, let's have a look at our track racing champions in action now, starting with FIM Ice Speedway Gladiators.
With the retirement of the undisputed Tsar of the category, Nikolai Krasnikov, his longtime rival Daniil Ivanov finally stamped his authority on the series early on with emphatic wins in Russia, taking a 5-point lead and setting a new track record. Once again, the Russians celebrate another successful year, and all their other rivals keep on searching for the secret formula that might break the Russian stranglehold.
It could be a while before that happens, couldn't it? The FIM Speedway Gladiators World Champion is Daniil Ivanov, and here to collect his award is the Deputy President of the Russian Federation, Mr. Mikhail Ladovskoy. Thank you. Please.
Okay, on to our next award now, and a long track season that saw 6 meetings producing 6 different winners.
In long track, the battle for the silver and bronze medals has been close throughout the season, and the consistency of Britain's Richard Hall eventually proved crucial as he pushed Josef Frank into 4th place and came within 1 point of Dutchman Yannick de Jong. But the season belonged to Jonas Kilmakorpi, the flying Finn whose consistency earned him his 4th successive title, a record that singles him out as one of the all-time greats of this discipline.
Ladies and gentlemen, here he is, the record-breaking 4-time world champion, the flying Finn, Jonas Kilmakorpi.
Jonas Kilmakorpi. Thank you, Jonas. Thank you. Okay, well, 2013 saw a major overhaul of the Speedway Under-21 series, with the number of rounds reduced to just 3, leading to the closest possible finish to the championship.
"2013 saw a major overhaul of the Under-21 Championship, with the number of rounds reduced to 3. Patrick Dudek topped the final classification for this championship, but left it to the very last minute. Despite a suspect engine, he took the 2 points he needed in his last race to beat his fellow countryman Piotr Pawlicki by 1 single point. 3rd place in the championship went to another Pole, Kasper Gomolski. For the first time ever, one country took the top 3 places in this competition.
Please give a warm welcome to Speedway's latest young star from Poland, Patrick Dudek. you. Patrick Dudek.
Okay, there were 12 rounds to decide the Open Age Speedway World Championship, each one more bruising than the last. 2013 was a season of attrition that saw the rise of a new star.
In Speedway Grand Prix 2013 was a season where the ambitions of a number of riders were curtailed by injuries. Reigning champion Chris Holder saw his season end in a horrific crash at Coventry. Darcy Ward broke his shoulder in the Swedish Grand Prix, and Emil Saifuddinof's accident in a Polish league match prompted his withdrawal. Ty Voffenden paid his dues too. He broke his collarbone a first time in Cardiff, then a second time in Stockholm. Gritting his teeth to ride through the pain, the determined Brit returned to race and claimed the first of what should be many World Championship titles.
Well, when he was handed a permanent wildcard place at the start of the year, few could have predicted that he would end it as the 2013 Speedway World Champion. Please welcome Ty Voffenden. Congratulations, good to see you. Here you go. Ty, just how do you sum up an incredible, well, I suppose 8 months really that's seen you go from wildcard to this, to world champion?
Yeah, it's been an amazing year, but I'd just like to take the opportunity to congratulate everyone that's here that's also won a world championship. It's a great honour to be sat in a room with so many world champions and family and friends. So, but like I said, it's been an amazing season, and I've had my fair share of injuries, but stood on top of the podium at the end, so perfect.
Incredible story. Congratulations, Ty. Well done.
Thank you.
Ty Voffenden, everybody. Thank you, Ty. And thank you also, Ove Fundin. Give him a round of applause. Thank you.
Okay, on to the Teams World Championships now, and titles to be dished out in 4 different disciplines: track racing, trial, the international 6 days enduro, and motocross. To present these awards, please welcome back to the stage Mr. Vito Ippolito.
Proper James Bond. Yes, two-wheeled motorsport can often be seen as very much an individual pursuit, but as these achievements prove, in track racing, it's often teamwork that makes the dream work.
In a dramatic finale in Poland with temperatures down to -10 degrees, the teams were engaged in some tough racing. 5 accidents in the first 6 races. Russia edged a win over a gallant Austrian team through a runoff. Another gold medal for the rampant Russians. Racing on home soil, Great Britain had high hopes of success, but during a hot and dusty day, it was the Netherlands who proved the superior team. They sealed their surprise victory with a massive 12-3 win over Germany. With a 1-point victory over the Poles on the vast track of Pardubice, the Danish under-21 Speedway team gained revenge for their country's SWC defeat. Despite being 7 points in arrears at the halfway stage, they recovered well to snatch victory. Captain Jarek Hampel led his Polish team to another SWC win in Prague in July, gaining back the title they last held in 2011. It was Hampel's 6th Speedway World Cup winners' medal.
Representing the team Ice Speedway Gladiators World Champions, Deputy President of the Russian Federation, Mikhail Lidovsky.
And representing the Team Long Track World Champions, President of the Federation of the Netherlands, Jan de Heus.
Representing the Team Speedway Under-21 World Champions, President of the Federation of Denmark, Jørgen Bisch.
And representing the FIM Speedway World Cup Champions, President of the Federation of Poland, Mr. Andrzej Witkowski.
On to the trials now, and the big question dominating the sport in recent years: could anybody stop the Spanish?
In the FIM Women's Trial des Nations, it was Great Britain, represented by Emma Bristow, Rebecca Cook and Joan Coles, who triumphed over last year's winners Spain, the strong silver medalists. The women from Germany completed the podium. For a 10th time in a row, the mighty Spanish Armada secure the FIM Trial des Nations title. With their 4 riders ranked in the world's top 4 in 2013, their victory was never in doubt.
Now, well done to the British girls. They did it, and representing the Women's Trial of Nations champions, the Deputy Chairman of the Federation of Great Britain, Mr. John Collins.
No surprises in the men's discipline, though. Representing the Men's Trial of Nations champions, President of the Federation of Spain, Mr. Angel Villadons.
Well, whilst everybody was looking to beat Spain in the trials in the FIM International 6 Days Enduro World Trophy, it was their neighbours who were the country to beat.
In the FIM Junior World Trophy team category, it was France who ended the week-long event as winners. In the lead by the end of day 1, they set the pace, winning each day of the competition and successfully defending their ISDE title. Ending France's 5-year winning streak in the FIM Women's World Trophy team competition, Australia took gold in Sardinia and secured a commanding 14-minute margin of victory over Sweden, with France third. The French national squad took control of the World Trophy team competition on day 1 and remained at the top of the category for the full 6 days of the event, beating the competition by 13 minutes.
Representing the International 6 Days of Enduro Junior World Trophy champions, the President of the Federation of France, Mr. Jacques Boll.
Breaking up the French dominance of the discipline in the international 6 days enduro women's team was Australia, but unfortunately they can't be here tonight. But congratulations to the Australian girls. So we move on, and to represent the international 6 days enduro World Trophy champions, please welcome back to the stage the president of the Federation of France, Mr. Jacques Boll.
Okay, and the final team's world champions to be awarded in this section are in motocross.
Surprise in the FIM Supermoto category is the newly crowned world champion from Finland. Also turned out to have a Bulgarian passport and took part in this event as part of the Bulgarian team. But Italy lined up the experienced Lazzarini, Raviglia and Monte-Carlo, taking gold once more, just 2 points ahead of Bulgaria, with France claiming third. Having lost last year's Motocross of Nations to the German team, the Belgian squad set off to seek revenge. National pride, team spirit, grit and determination are dominant factors for success, and the Belgians beat the Americans by a slim 3 points, while Italy claimed third.
Representing the Supermoto of Nations champions, please welcome the president of the Federation of Italy, Mr. Paolo Sesti.
And finally, representing the Motocross of Nations champions, Secretary General of Federation of Belgium, Mr. Sten Rentmeesters.
We'll ask you to stay here now with us, and we're going to ask all our team representatives to come back and join us on the stage for a family photo of all the team's world champions. So if we can invite our team representatives back onto the stage, please.
Okay, get a quick pic. Okay, while we do that, Jake, I think you found somebody who knows a thing or two about winning world champions. Where are you now? Where are you?
Yes, 5 in fact, Lisa. 5 world championships. Yeah, I'm here with a former 250 and world superbike world champion, Max Biaggi. The big question, I suppose, Max, for everyone wants to know, what have you been doing with your time since you retired from racing last year?
Yes, I enjoy my retirement. Happy to be here, and of course, this year is much more, empty time for me. I'm working for Italian television, try to commentate for Italian TV the Superbike event, and sometimes I join the MotoGP. I enjoy it very much.
It's also nice to have you back in the room and sharing the table with one of your old rivals, Tom Sykes here. Tom said earlier at the press conference he'd like to see you back on track. Is that a possibility?
I'm already happy to be here next on this table. I don't know. I don't think so. Difficult, but I saw him racing this year, race like a lion, so he deserved what he did. I'm very happy for him.
Thank you, Max.
Thanks, Max. Thank you, Jake. And thank you to all our team's representatives here, the winners of the Team's World Champions in 2013. Thank you, guys. Okay, now for something a little bit different, but equally important. Taking care of the natural environment in which we all enjoy our motorsport is of paramount importance. And each year, the FIM rightly recognises the efforts of those who constantly strive to make motorcycling greener. Tonight, we call to the stage 5 amazing riders. They symbolize the future, commitment, awareness, and respect. They are high-profile individuals in their own right, leaders in their own disciplines, representing both genders and different countries and cultures too. They each play an important role in motorcycle sport.
All of them have lent their voices to tell the world that motorcycling is contributing to sustainability development and that we respect the planet and the future generations. Please welcome from the Environmental Ambassadors team, Laia Sanz, Randy Depunier, Takahisa Fujinami, Marc Marquez, and Alex Salvini.
Good evening, guys. Okay, let's take a look at the environmental efforts taking place on all of our behalf around the world.
Every year, the FIM Environmental Award acknowledges the organizers for being a role model for the community, integrating sustainability into all phases of the event, raising public awareness, and for integrating environmental sustainability into all their events as a normal approach.
And the winner of the 2013 Environmental Award for their organisation of the FIM Trial World Championship based on high environmental standards is the Federación Motociclista d'Andorra. Here to accept the award is the environmental steward for the Andorran Federation, Natalia Gallego. Thank you, guys. Thanks very much. Good evening.
Okay, back to celebrating individual moments of two-wheeled brilliance now, as we continue to hand over the awards to our world champions. Next up is the cross-country rallies category, to be presented by the true legend of the sport.
Yeah, he was the first ever winner of the Paris-Dakar back in 1979, and he won the classic desert race 3 more times to secure his place amongst the greatest rally riders of all time. Ladies and gentlemen, taking his place as an FIM legend tonight, Cyril Neveu. Thank you, Cyril. I think you're going to stay with us now to present the awards in this category. Let's have a look now at who followed in this great man's footsteps and wrote his own name into the history books in 2013.
When Paulo Gonçalves took the start of the last special of the final round, the Rally Oilibia Maroc, he was holding a slim 14 seconds lead over the discipline's benchmark, Marc Comer. Gonçalves needed nerves of steel to withstand the enormous pressure. The Portuguese rider hung in there and celebrated Honda's return in cross-country rallies with the World Championship title.
What a tense finish to the season it was for the cross-country rallies world champion. Please welcome Paulo Gonçalves.
Thank you, Paulo. Thank you, Cyril. Merci. Thank you. Okay, Enduro now, and another legend that started his career in motocross, becoming Italian champion twice before clinching the European Enduro Championship 3 times in the 70s and 80s before it became a World Championship in 1990.
In 1981, he was a member of the Italian team that won the World Trophy at the International 6 Days of Enduro. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Alessandro Gritti.
Thank you.
Okay, first up in the Enduro category is the spectacular indoor discipline of Super Enduro.
Claiming a record-breaking 4th consecutive world title, Poland's Tadej Błażewiak was crowned the 2013 FIM Super Enduro World Champion. However, with a strong lineup of riders entered in the series, Błażewiak had a tough fight on his hands to retain his crown. With 1 round to go, the Polish rider was all but certain of clinching the title. Błażewiak kept his cool, and his experience made the difference.
His year started with a shoulder injury just days before the opening round in Poland, but once again, it has ended with the title. The Super Enduro World Champion is Tadej Błażewiak. Thanks, Tadej.
Some star names of the future to look out for now in the Super Enduro Junior World Championship.
Competing in the EWC for the first time, Phillips needed only 1 round of the series to familiarize himself with the competition, and the youngster from Tasmania quickly established himself as a serious threat for title honors. Brimming with confidence, he claimed 4 consecutive race wins at the GPs of Spain and Portugal. Topping the standings in both Romania and Greece, the 19-year-old secured his first ever world title at the final round in France.
At the start of 2013, he'd never raced a World Championship event at all, but tonight, Matthew Phillips is the Super Enduro Junior World Champion. You leave me hanging. Sorry. That's all right, man. Congratulations. Too cool. Only interested in legends already.
No one's interested. On to the E1 Enduro Championship now, and a strong lineup of riders that included the return of the 2011 World Champion, Juha Salminen.
Entering the 2013 FIM E1 Enduro World Championship as the defending champion, Antoine Meo was once again the favourite for his own succession. Despite the strong lineup of riders competing in the class, the French rider dominated his opponents, steadily increasing his advantage throughout the season to comfortably top the standings.
He took an incredible 12-day wins on his way to his second successive title, ladies and gentlemen, the E1 Enduro World Champion for the second successive year and the third time in total, Antoine Mayo. Congratulations.
There was plenty of experience in the FIM E2 Enduro class in 2013, but if there's one thing we've learned this year, it's that when it comes to racing motorcycles, experience isn't everything.
With 4 former FIM Enduro World Champions fighting for victory in this year's championship, nobody expected Alex Salvini to end the year as the new numero uno, but he deservedly did. The final round of the season, held in France with some of the muddiest conditions experienced for some time, saw Salvini keeping his cool to win both days and with it the Enduro 2 World Championship, becoming the first Italian to net an EWC title since Matteo Rubin in 2000.
I'm sure Mr. Gritti will be delighted to hand over the award to his Italian compatriot, the E2 Enduro World Champion, Alex Salvini.
Now for an E3 Enduro World Championship that began with the reigning champ, Christophe Nabutin, arriving in Chile nursing a pre-season finger injury and not sure of his own fitness levels. But perhaps, unsurprisingly, that didn't seem to slow him down.
Claiming 11 race wins in the 2013 FIM E3 Enduro World Championship, France's Christophe Nabutin successfully defended his E3 World crown. Unlucky in the opening round in South America, Nabutin dictated a blisteringly fast pace in the European rounds. Few could match his speed, and with confidence booming, the Frenchman destroyed the competition, reeling in 9 consecutive wins and securing the title in Greece at the penultimate round of the season.
"11 race wins for the season and a deserving E3 Enduro World Champion, Christophe Nabutin." Congratulations. Thank you, Christophe. Thank you, Alessandro. Now, in 2009, the FIM created the Road Safety Award in order to give more visibility to matters directly related with this very important subject all over the world. This distinction is awarded to individuals, organizations, cities, governments that performed in an outstanding way in this area.
Here to present the FIM Road Safety Award for 2013 is Vito Ippolito, and the winner is the UK Department for Transport.
Let's have a look at their work in action.
The SHARP scheme for Safety Helmet Assessment and Rating Programme evaluates the safety performance of helmets available in the UK, providing this information to motorcyclists through a 1 to 5 stars rating. Testing is carried out in an independent laboratory. The impacts simulate real-life accidents and the helmets are tested on flat and curved surfaces. Results and data are then converted into a star rating system, making it easier for the consumer to understand and compare.
Here to collect the award on behalf of the UK Department for Transport is their Head of Crash Injury Mitigation, James Hand.
Smile. Thank you, James. Okay. On to trial now, and to present the awards for this category is a true legend of the discipline.
He started to ride at the age of 17 back in 1966, and a long and successful career peaked in 1974 when he scored 3 wins and 5 seconds to win the European Championship, which would, of course, become the World Championship the following year.
Ladies and gentlemen, to first of all accept his own award as an FIM legend, from Yorkshire, England, Malcolm Rathmell. Thank you, Vito. Thank you. Malcolm.
Thank you.
Good evening. Good evening. What a pleasure, I'm sure, for you to receive this award. And a little bit like the Speedway, trials is a sport that, as much as technology moves on, the essence is the same. It's man and machine against the elements, isn't it?
That's exactly right. And yeah, we've had a few problems in the last few years with rules and regulations, and hopefully we're getting it sorted out now. We're getting it back to the grassroots so people can enjoy trials again. And that's what it's all about.
How does it feel for you to be back here amongst the glitz and the glamour of top-level racing?
I don't know why it's taking so long to get me back here. No, seriously, it's absolutely great. It's an honour, a privilege to be in front of, you know, such talented people and people of our sport.
Thank you very much, Malcolm. Congratulations on your award. I think you're going to stay with us to present a few more.
Okay, no doubting who the lady to beat was in women's trial this year. Laia Sanz went into the 2013 season as the defending and 12-time world champion.
27-year-old Laia Sanz secured an amazing 13th FIM Women's Trial World title, grabbing her latest crown on the last day of the series by hunting down her opponents. With the best 3 results out of 5 counting towards the championship, Sanz did what she had to do during the 3 rounds she competed in, holding her nerve to fight off Emma Bristow, who once again had to settle for runner-up positions. Rebecca Cook took 3rd, beating Sandra Gomez for bronze.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the indomitable Laia Sanz.
Thank you, Malcolm. Thank you, Laia. Laia, another incredible season for you. 13 times trial world champion, but also you won the Enduro World Cup for the 2nd time as well.
Yeah, it was an amazing season, especially because I didn't go to the first trial round because I had Enduro World Round, so I could win at the same weekend 2 championships, and it was amazing. Thank you.
13 titles now. You plan to keep going more and more?
I don't know. It depends on the calendar if I can do both.
An amazing achievement so far. Thank you, Laia. Congratulations. Laia Sanz, everybody. Okay. Well, as in the ladies' event, in the men's trial and X-Trial World Championship, there was one clear person to beat who also just happened to be Spanish.
Tony Bou fought a season-long battle to finally earn his 7th straight FIM Trial World Champion title. Holding a 10-point lead in the series, Bou headed to the last round in France, confident of retaining his title, the first in the new no-stop format. In the FIM Indoor X-Trial World Championship 2, Tony claimed his 7th successive world title in emphatic fashion. Unbeaten throughout the 5-round series, Bou was simply unstoppable during the whole campaign.
He's done the double for the last 7 seasons in a row now. The trial and X-Trial World Champion for 2013 is Tony Bou. But unfortunately, Tony can't be here tonight, so here to accept his award on his behalf is the president of the Spanish Federation, Angel Villadoms.
Thank you, Angel. Thank you, Malcolm. Malcolm Rathman, everybody, FIM legends. Okay, motocross now, and here to present the awards for this category and also to be deservedly crowned himself as an FIM legend is a name that even those of us who are too young to remember his 4 world titles in the late 70s and early 80s will surely recognize.
His 18 heat wins and 9 Grand Prix victories during the 1979 season remains a feat unmatched to this day, even by his son Stefan. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Harry Everts.
Thank you, Vito. Thank you, Harry. We'll let you give your trophy back. Don't worry, you get it back at the end. Don't worry. You started off quite a dynasty with your family when you began racing yourself. Of course, Stefan won many world championships, and now I believe your grandson is racing also.
For myself, it was, I make it very short because I'm so happy to be here. So many champions here. I was celebrating my champion, and I will thank everybody to help me and also my family. And I thank only my dad and my mom to be here. Thank you.
Thank you, Harry. Thank you very much. Harry Evers. Don't move.
Of course, even Harry's son Stefan, a legend in his own right, has retired now, but there is no shortage of young talent out there looking to make a name for themselves, and on the dirt, even in the snow.
The 2013 FIM Snowcross World Championship was back to the single event formula it had been using in the previous 2 years. Peter Nasser, Christian Logan and Adam Renheim were the 3 riders dominating all races. With the 3 of them tied within 5 points after the first 2 races, it was clear that race 3 was do or die. The Swede did what had to be done, charging through the pack from afar, exchanging 11th position for a 2nd place to clinch a maiden FIM World Championship title.
He kept his cool all season, the FIM Snowcross World Champion for the first time, Adam Renheim.
Congratulations. A turning of the tide perhaps then in snowcross, and in the Supermoto S1 World Championship there would also be a new name on the trophy in 2013.
Mauno Humunen started off the 2013 championship in dominant style, taking some 8 victories in the first 4 events. Defending Supermoto champion Thomas Charrer resisted well but was no match for the speed-blasting Humunen. The final event in France, the Finn took no risks, seeking championship gold rather than engaging in a battle where he might lose more than he gained. The Finn let go and smoothly finished 5th and 8th in the last 2 races of the season, comfortably winning the 2013 FIM World title.
Bringing an end to the domination of the Charrer brothers, who kept the title in the family since 2008, please welcome Supermoto S1 World Champion Mauno Humunen.
Congratulations. Okay, freestyle motocross now, and it's been an epic season already. In fact, with 1 round still to go, the title is yet to be decided.
Over the last 2 seasons, David Rinaldo has come on by leaps and bounds to establish himself as one of the top riders. Now the young Frenchman is poised to take the 2013 FIM Freestyle MX World Championship title, and so is Czech rider Libor Podmol, 2010 World Champion and main challenger to David Rinaldo. Both these riders will now go into the final event of the 2013 season in Sofia, and with an incredible 1-point gap between them, this final battle will be epic.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage David Rinaldo and Libor Podmol.
Hey guys, how you doing? I'm going to stand in the middle. I'm going to stand in the middle so that there's no fighting or kicking or anything like this. What an incredible season for you both, though, to go down to the final round and all these champions here, and you know that you could be one of them. How are you feeling about the final race?
It's feeling great. It's been great to be here with all of you guys. It's been awesome, and I'm very happy to, be fighting for a title, especially with David, because he's my good friend. So it's gonna be fun.
Oh, that's cool. So there won't be any fighting tonight. That's good to know. But David, how about you going into the final round? It's on the 14th or 15th of September in Sofia, and I guess when you see all these world champions, it brings it home what it could mean.
Yeah, I feel confident, and I feel good, and I'm very happy to battle with my good friend Libor. And I don't know, it's freestyle motocross, everything can happen,
I think it's going to be a great show, don't you guys? Thank you very much for joining us. Wish them the best of luck. Thank you. I think we're both going to look forward to, we're all going to look forward to that one.
It's going to be pretty exciting, isn't it? Yeah. Now for our junior motocross world champions. 3 titles to be handed out here in 65, 85 and 125cc.
In the 65cc category, Aiden Tijero's solid rides earned him 1 victory and 1 second place, as he beat off the competition and scored the first ever FIM World Champion title of his young career. Conrad Musi may not have been the fastest rider in the 2 races of the 85cc category of the Junior Motocross World Championship, but his consistent runner-up positions paid off and resulted in a world title and FIM glory. In the the 125cc category, it was Paul's Jonas all the way. Although his starts were far from perfect, he combined excellent speed and good racing lines to claim overall victory. And by doing so, he became the first rider ever to win 2 FIM Junior Motocross World Championships in both the 85cc and 125cc classes.
65cc Junior Motocross World Champion, only 12 years old, from Walnut Creek, USA. Ladies and gentlemen, Aidan Tejero.
I think that certificate's going to look good on a 12-year-old's bedroom wall, isn't it? The 85cc Junior Motocross World Champion, just 14 years of old, from Bath, England, Conrad Muse.
cc Junior Motocross World Champion, 16 years old, from Latvia, Pauls Jonas.
Thank you, Pauls. Pauls, if you'd like to stay out here, and I think we'll call our other 2 young winners, our other Junior Motocross World Champions, back out onto the stage for a group photograph. Give them another round of applause. Some real stars of the future there. And Jake, out there somewhere, I think you've found some pretty proud parents out there, I would imagine.
Yes, Matt, I'm with Aidan's mum and dad, our youngest FIM World Champion in the room tonight. Mum, how does it feel to have your small boy up there on such a big stage and with so many great champions?
It feels incredible. It's amazing to see my son up on this stage with so many talented riders. It gives me the chills, and I'm just very, very proud of him and very excited to be here. There's a lot of just amazing world champions here, and my little boy's on that stage and here in that spot.
A proud mum. Let's grab a word with Dad. I spoke to Aidan earlier and I asked him if you were a good motocross rider, and he said he's already faster than you. Is that right, Dad?
That is true. He's a year ago, we went riding one time and he just flew in the air past me, and I just did not have anything for him. He's extremely fast and he's doing well, so we're very proud and happy for him. You know, and being around all these people, all these talented world champions is just an unbelievable thing. You know, we never thought 3 years ago when we first started racing that he would do this, and he did it. You know, it's just unbelievable.
Congratulations once again to our young champion, and back to you guys on stage.
Thanks, Jake.
Okay, time now for 2 world champions for the price of 1 in the sidecar motocross.
Competition had not been waiting for 10 times FIM world champion Daniel Williamson when he threw the towel in the ring after the 5th event. By that time, last year's number 3 had already taken command of the championship. Adriansen won the first 2 races of the season and never looked back. Together with Ben van den Boogaard, he would win 9 more races and add another 13 podium finishes to his tally.
Please welcome the sidecar motocross world champions Ben Adriansen and Ben van den Boogaard. guys.
Women's motocross now, and another defending champion looking to hold on to the crown she won in 2012.
Chiara Fontanesi was the dominant rider in the 2013 FIM Women's Motocross World Championship, winning 4 events and 9 races, proving that her 2012 championship was no fluke. Fontanesi remained unbeaten for 7 races in a row, and, plagued by injury during the last event in Slovakia, she cleverly rode with her head rather than with her heart, securing her 2nd FIM World title.
From Parma, Italy, the women's motocross world champion, Chiara Fontanesi. Complimenti. Congratulations. Well done, Chiara. Don't leave. Don't go. What a fantastic season it was for you, the World Championship again. But you managed to injure yourself with the X Games before the final round, so you made it difficult for yourself.
Yeah, I decided to crash while stepping down the camper, so I twisted my ankle and had problem with ligaments. So, yeah, it happened 4 days before the last round. So, yeah, it has to be difficult to ride with a injury. But anyway, I got the title, so I had enough point in front. So that's good. I'm happy.
And you more than deserved it as well. Thank you, Chiara. Congratulations, Chiara Fontanesi. Thank you.
Whatever happened this year in the men's MX3 Motocross World Championship, it was certain to be a season that would go down in history.
(2013) was the last year of the MX3, which got FIM World Championship status in 1957. And what a battle there was to go down in history as the last world champion of this class. It all came down to the last race, with a heated but fair duel between Klemen Gerchar and Martin Micek. After the 20-minute mark, Gerchar steadily pulled away from Micek to extend his points lead. Desolation and disappointment for Micek. Relief and joy for Gerchar, the very last world champion of the MX3 class.
Yeah, please welcome the last on a list of MX3 world champions that includes the likes of Nielsen, London, Da Costa, Gaboz, Smets and Everts. It's Klemen Gerchar.
In the AMA Supercross FIM World Championship, Ryan Villopoto was looking for his 3rd consecutive title, a feat only previously accomplished by 3 legends of the games: Bob Hanna, Jeremy McGrath, and Ricky Carmichael.
Ryan Villopoto won his 3rd AMA Supercross FIM World Championship in as many years, but it was not that easy. The season opener in Anaheim started with a shock when 2012 runner-up David Millsaps put in an unexpected ride that saw him win the event, and Villopoto could do no better than 16th. But as of round 7 in Arlington, Villopoto was back on top of his game, and he ended up the tour with a total of 10 victories and 4 second places.
Yeah, a hat-trick of AMA Supercross FIM World Championship titles for Ryan Villapoto, who unfortunately can't be with us tonight, so here to accept his award is the Director of FIM activity within the AMA, Mr. Bill Cumbo. Thank you.
The MX2 Motocross World Championship now, and all eyes were on a man looking to break Gaston Rahir's long-standing record of 29 victories in the class.
Dutch rider Jeffrey Herlings took home a second consecutive FIM MX2 World Championship in true Terminator style. A shoulder injury had him sidelined for 2 events, but he won all 15 GPs in which he participated. His pride and determination sometimes went into overdrive, but whatever, he still pulled off 28 victories in the 30 races that saw him take the start this year. With a total of 30 Grand Prix wins, he is now the most successful Dutch rider in motocross.
Yes, the MX2 Motocross World Champion is, of course, the Terminator himself, Jeffrey Herlings.
World Championship now, and a season that also started with a clear favourite.
In MX1 motocross, Antonio Cairoli was once again the man to beat. And once again, he withstood all attempts to end his reign. Clément de Salle and Gauthier Paulin were his fiercest opponents, scoring some victories and podium results, but without really matching Cairoli's speed and consistency over the season. With 7 FIM World Championships and 63 Grand Prix victories under his belt, the Sicilian is now second in 9 behind the great Stefan Everts.
Still only 28 years of age, and with plenty of time to add to that tally, the FIM MX1 Motocross World Champion once again is Antonio Cairoli. Well, Antonio, congratulations, another fantastic season. We know that Harry's son has 10 world titles, 101 Grand Prix victories. Are those figures starting to creep into the back of your mind now?
Not really. I mean, I don't watch, like I said, always to numbers. For me, it's always important to be on top every race, or at least as much as I can do. And then at the end of the season, we try to do in the top. That's always our goal. And in one day, like I always say, when we stop racing, we count if it was enough or was not enough. So, but it's not really my goal.
It was more than enough this year. Thank you, Antonio. Congratulations once again. Antonio Cairoli. And thank you once again to our FIM legend, Harry Everts.
Now for the FIM Rookie of the Year, an award that has been voted for by more than 15,000 fans online, fimlive.com. The award will be presented by tonight's next legend and another female pioneer in the motorsport. She did her first Paris-Dakar in 1988, and after a tough few years learning the ropes, success came in 1992, when she topped the women's standings and finished in 23rd position in the Paris-Cape Town.
Yeah, that same year she took part in the 24-hour car races at the Nürburgring and in Spa, showing her ability to compete on both 2 and 4 wheels. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Jutta Kleinschmidt. Thank you. Jutta will let her take the trophy. How does it feel for you to be back here and honoured tonight as an FIM legend?
Yeah, I have to say it's a big honor for me to be here and surrounded by all those world champions. It's unbelievable, and yeah, it's remembered me to my active time, and it's very nice to be here.
Incredible feat, what you did both on bikes and in cars as well.
Yeah, the motorcycle career actually helped me into the car career, and without my motorcycle career, I would never achieve what I did in my car career. So I'm very thankful that I had the chance to do that.
It's fantastic to see you tonight here, Jutta, and I think you're
so
going
much.
to present a very special award for us then.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, in fact, now I think we can have a look at the Rookie of the Year nominees.
They are the 65cc Junior Motocross World Champion, Aidan Tijero, who also won the team championship with Team USA.
The 85cc Junior Motocross World Champion, Konrad Muse, who won the title by a single point.
The first rider ever to win the 2 Junior Motocross World Championships, Paul Jonas.
And the Speedway Under-21 World Champion, also by a single point, Patrick Dudek.
And racing for the first time at this level, Super Enduro Junior World Champion, Matthew Phillips.
Okay. Jutta, would you like to do the honours and announce the winner for us, please?
And the winner is Patrick Dudek.
Congratulations. Congratulations, Patrick. It's been some evening for you so far. A double world champion now in the junior classes. What are your plans for the future?
What's the plans? The next?
Yes, for you in the future.
I think we'll be better.
Will be better. It can't get much better. That's the problem. You hope, I suppose, to win world championships in the open age classes against some of your heroes here tonight, I'm sure.
Yeah, rivalization with the best riders, yeah, the young, but I don't know what I say because it's amazing.
We understand, we understand. Thank you very much. Congratulations, Patrick. Well done. Thank you. Thank you, Patrick, and thank you, Jutta. Thank you.
Okay, our final racing category tonight is, of course, road racing. Here to present the awards in sidecar, endurance, supersport, superbike, Moto3, Moto2 and MotoGP. It's our final legend of the evening. An 8-time world champion they nicknamed the Prince of Speed.
Yes, he was the first man to win world titles in the 125, 250 and 500cc classes, winning back-to-back 500 titles in 1973 and 1974. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Phil Reed. are you doing?
Okay, well done.
Take your award and the camera. Hey. A bit too heavy, Phil. Oh, no, you're going to hang on to it. Fair play. I'll get a lot of money on eBay that later on, Phil.
I don't know about that. You should know.
So many World Championships, Phil. Which one stands out the most for you?
Well, I don't know. Obviously, winning my first one and then my first 500, beating Giacomo Agostini, which I did him a favour and forced him to then ride for Yamaha. And he won 3 more World Championships and got a lot more money, which he was pleased about.
And it must be fantastic for you to be back here now with all these new World Champions.
Great honour, you know. You forgot to mention I won 52 Grand Prix and 121 podiums.
We don't have all night, unfortunately, Phil. If we listed all your achievements, we'd be here for a long time. Thank you, Phil. And if you would just take your place there, ready to award our World Champions.
Okay, first up in the road racing category is the Sidecar World Championship.
By a margin of just 11 points, after 8 hard-fought rounds at some of the best circuits throughout Europe, Finland's Pekka Päivärinta with Swiss passenger Adolf Henny took the 2013 FIM Sidecar World Championship. Although the Birchalls rounded out their 2013 campaign in victorious style, their late efforts could not stop Päivärinta and Henny from taking the crown as they clinched the 2013 world title.
The FIM Sidecar World Champions from Finland, Pekka Päivärinta, and from Switzerland, Adolf Henny.
Congratulations, guys. Well done. Okay, plenty of teamwork required also in the Endurance World Championship.
The Suzuki Endurance Racing Team no longer needs any introducing. This French team has been carving its name in the annals of world endurance since the 1980s. The SERT's season was hampered by crashes, injuries and mechanical breakdowns, but the team never gave up, and its extraordinary determination resulted in a 13th FIM Endurance World Championship title. The Suzuki Endurance Racing Team remains unbeaten for the 4th year in a row.
And here they are, a team name so inextricably linked with the FIM Endurance World Championship, the Suzuki Endurance Racing Team, represented tonight by team manager Dominic Milliand.
Thank you, Dominic. Thank you. Okay, the Supersport World Championship this season saw plenty of highs, but mainly it was all about lows.
It took Sam Lowes just 3 years in the Supersport World Championship to reach the top of the category and clinch FIM gold. The young English rider from Lincolnshire pulled off a textbook 2013 season. With a total of 250 points, 6 victories, 5 second places, 9 pole positions and 7 lap records, Sam Lowe's 2013 record is truly exceptional. He has clearly still got something up his sleeve, so don't expect this young Brit to rest on his laurels.
Yes, in fact, he's already managed to break his collarbone in testing for his next adventure in Moto2, but thankfully, he is here tonight, the Supersport World Champion, Sam Lowe's.
Thanks, Sam. Congratulations. Obviously, it's amazing what the collarbone can put up with when you've got a gold medal around your neck. From the Supersport 600s now to the Superbike 1000s, and a title vacated this year by the retired world champion, Max Biaggi.
In 1993, America's Scott Russell gave Kawasaki their first and only world crown in the FIM Superbike World Championship. It took 20 years and Tom Sykes to see the green brand on top of the world again. With 8 pole positions, 18 podiums including 9 wins and 13 lap records, Tom Sykes chalked up some impressive statistics in 2013.
He missed out by just half a point to Max Biaggi last season, but finally, stepping out of the shadow of the Roman Emperor tonight is the new Superbike World Champion, Tom Sykes.
Now, in Grand Prix road racing, the Moto3 World Championship has provided some incredibly close racing since its inception last year, but few could have predicted just how close it would be in its second season.
The battle for the 2013 Moto3 title was one of the most closely contested championships in the history of Grand Prix motorcycle racing, with 3 Spanish riders separated by just 5 points in a winner-takes-all battle in the last race of the season in Valencia. After an early crash for Salom, Viñales overcame Rins in a thrilling fight to the final corner that saw him clinch the title and finally confirm his sensational potential.
What an incredible finish to the season that was at Valencia. He took the race win and with it, the World Championship title. It's Moto3's top gun, Maverick Viñales.
Oh, no. The Moto2 World Championship has also become known for the unpredictability of the races since its inception in 2010. But going into the 2013 season, there was one clear favourite for the title.
Spanish rider Paul Espargaro started the Moto2 2013 season as a clear title favourite, but as usual in the extremely competitive Moto2 class, the victories were spread out amongst a number of riders as the season progressed. Espargaro took no chances and proved that he was a deserving world champion with superb rides that resulted in 6 race wins and the Moto2 World Championship.
Runner-up last season, there was to be no denying him this time around. The Moto2 World Champion, Pol Espargaro.
Right winner. Congratulations. Thank you, Paul. Now, with the return of Valentino Rossi to Yamaha alongside reigning world champion Jorge Lorenzo and the arrival of exciting rookie Marc Marquez to replace the retired Casey Stoner at Honda, all the ingredients were in place for an epic season in the premier class of Grand Prix road racing. And once again, the MotoGP World Championship didn't disappoint.
Marquez adapted fast to his machine during winter testing and demonstrated that he was not fazed by reputations in the opening round in Qatar, where he already battled with Valentino Rossi for second place. With Pedrosa and Lorenzo also fighting for the world title, it was a long season of catch me if you can. Marc Marquez became the 4th rider in the 65-year history of racing to win world titles in 3 different categories.
He was here 1 year ago as Moto2 World Champion, and unbelievably, he's back again tonight. This year as the youngest ever FIM MotoGP World Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, Marc Marquez.
Marc, an incredible season for you, of course. You stood on this very stage last year. Did you ever imagine that you could be back here again tonight?
No, impossible to imagine that. Good evening to everybody. Of course, that was an incredible season for me. Dream comes true, you know. I didn't expect that, but always I believe that I had a small opportunity, and in the end we get it. So I'm so happy because we fight with a very great riders, with my heroes. But yeah, I'm so happy, and just now we enjoy the moment, and next year we will see.
I'm sure it's been a whirlwind for you since the last race of the season and the championship in Valencia. I think you just got back from Japan. You've been celebrating quite a lot.
Yeah, it's quite busy these last days and next days, but anyway, you know, when you win, everything is getting easier.
Life as a world champion. Get used to it, Marc. Thank you very much. Our MotoGP World Champion for 2013, Marc Marquez. And an FIM legend, Phil Reed. Jake, I think, where's Jake? I think you found somebody who is a big fan of this guy.
Yes, I'm over here with 2 times FIM Women's Enduro World Cup winner, Ludwig Puy. Ludwig, you've just seen Marc on stage. I believe you think quite a lot about him.
I am really impressed by Marc. He has had an incredible years and impressed everybody. I am a big fan.
We've seen how good he is on a bike. What do you think about him as a boyfriend or a husband, maybe?
Oh, no, he's too young.
He's too young. Back over to you guys. Thank you, Ludwig.
Trouble, isn't he?
Trust you to ask the awkward question, Jake.
We have one final award to be handed out tonight, which is for the Rider of the Year, as voted for by the fans online at fimlive.com.
Back again to make the presentation is Mr. Vito Ippolito, but in the meantime, let's have a look at the nominees.
Will it be the queen of the women's trial, Laia Sanz?
Will it be double women's motocross world champion Chiara Fontanesi?
Or quite possibly ice speedway king Danny Ivanov?
Could it be Speedway's new star, Ty Woofenden?
Or maybe A1 in the E1 Enduro, Antoine Mayo?
Now a 14-time World Trials champion, Tony Boo?
Or quite possibly AMA's hat-trick hero, Ryan Filippoto?
Or will it be 7-Up motocross world champion, Antonio Cairoli?
Superbike superstar, Tom Sykes?
Or finally, the new king of MotoGP, Marc Marquez? Okay. As Lisa said, this was voted for by over 15,000 fans on the FIM Live official website. Vito, would you like to do the honors and announce the winner?
Yes, I think I have the result here. The award goes to Marc Marquez.
Thank you, Vito. Mark, one last trophy to go in the suitcase for 2013. This one voted for by the fans, though, so I'm sure extra special.
Yeah, I appreciate a lot because, you know, it's the opinion of all our fans, and between all these good riders, it's unbelievable, no? Only with 20 years old. I cannot imagine that in the best dreams, but anyway, I'm very, very happy.
Thank you very much, Mark. Give it up one more time for Marc Marquez.
Okay, to end tonight's ceremony, we'd like to invite all our world champions back onto the stage to join Mark. That is just about all we have time for, so thank you very much for joining us here at the Sporting Club Monte-Carlo and from wherever you might be watching from back home.
Yes, let's get all our world champions back on stage if we can to join Mark here for the final family photo at the end of the show. What an incredible gala ceremony it has been. I think they might take a while, so I'll tell you what I'll do. Vito, if you just join me here for 1 second. What do you think to this evening? It's been quite an evening. It always is, isn't it? But we've got some real bright new talents in motorcycling here.
It was a very beautiful night. I think everybody is happy here. We had a night like stars tonight, of course. But I want to thank everybody to come here, and I especially want to thank all of our champions. And I want to thank you and Lisa for the excellent job you made, and for all of the staff that cooperated to make this night really wonderful.
Yeah, it really has been, hasn't it? And here they come, our world champions now from every kind of racing, track racing, road racing, speedway, ice racing, long track, sidecar motocross, sidecar road racing. There's not much room on the stage. We might have to just shuffle all you guys down here for the final photo. Once again, thank you very much for watching back home, wherever you are. From myself, Matt Roberts, and from Lisa Leyland, a very good evening to you. And I think, Vito, we'll just let you take the microphone one last time to say goodnight to all these wonderful people and to our world champions.
I wish all the best to all of you. This is my really last message for tonight. I think we are really satisfied. I'm really happy and I'm proud to represent all of you and to have the opportunity to have all this energy together with us. We will keep a small part of this energy to have a strong year next year. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you.